If I told you that this, and this were all in Bosnia, would you believe me? Neither would we before we visited what has to be Europe's #1 secret gem, but for how long? Come with us and explore this completely underrated destination and learn why you need to make this your next trip. Not only is Bosnia incredibly beautiful, it's both cheap to get to and be in. Our early morning flights cost as little as £25 return, and when we arrived we collected our car hire, which was £40 for the 3 days. You'll see why hiring a car is an absolute must on day 2. Our first stop was to check into our city centre Airbnb before checking out Bosnian cuisine for the first time. Hello guys, and welcome to our Bosnia vlogs. We've just landed in Sarajevo this morning, and the first port of call is some Bosnian food. So we've got a spinach pie, and then we've got a cevapi, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly, coming up in a few minutes.
It's nice.
Good stuff. That looks good. It's also probably not what most people eat at like 10 to 11 in the morning. Or maybe they do, who knows?
It's 10 to 12.
Okay, yeah, 10 to 11 UK time. We're 1 hour ahead. That's why she was making them fresh.
Yeah.
Which kind of worked out for us. When she said, oh, wait 10 minutes, I was like, that's absolutely fine. We get one nice and fresh. Day 1 was all about exploring the centre of Sarajevo, in particular the Old Town, which definitely makes you feel like you're stepping back in time. The narrow streets and architecture are unique, but you don't have to look far to find evidence of Bosnia's dark history. There's multiple museums where you can learn about the wars that ended as recently as 1995, but we opted for a walking tour instead. Meet Bosnia's tours are completely free and rely on tips, and come highly recommended from us. Our guide was clearly so passionate and knowledgeable about his country's history. With the city centre being completely walkable, we saw everything in the couple of hours we were on this tour, which ended close to the spot where World War II began. Hey guys, we're back from our walking tour, and just at the end of the tour, the guide gave us a list of restaurant recommendations to try out whilst we're here in Sarajevo. So we're Sarajevo, and we're at one of them, and we've chosen a Bosnian mix of all different kinds of stuff. To be honest, I have no idea what any of this is, but we're going to give it a go. It looks really good though.
Did you enjoy that?
Nice.
What would you rate it out of 10?
8.
I was going to say 7.5. My verdict for 7.5 is because it could have been a bit hotter, but it exceeded my expectations.
And then a baklava to end. Good morning guys, really excited for today. Today we are driving from Sarajevo to Mostar with several stops in between, including waterfalls. So yeah, really excited. Just about to go down and get breakfast, and then we will be hitting the road. Alright, let's go. Our first stop, roughly 35 miles away, offered a breathtaking introduction to Bosnia's stunning mountains and lakes. These clips hardly capture their true beauty. Okay, and we've arrived in a place called Konjic, which is like a little town about halfway to Mostar. We have no idea where we're going, but it looks very pretty.
Let's go down here. Wow, that is so pretty.
A massive group of people on the other side. I wonder where they're going, because we should probably follow. That was also a beautiful drive. Originally the forecast said that it was going to rain today, but they seem to have gotten that very wrong, which we're happy about. So yeah, we're going to go and find some breakfast now, because earlier we could only find places that were open for coffee in Sarajevo. So fingers crossed that 1 or 2 of these places by the river have got something good for us. Konjic is absolutely stunning. Despite a few buses full of tourists heading to Mostar and basically doing the same thing as us, it still retains its hidden gem charm. On such a beautiful, clear day, the bridge over the Neretva River provided incredible views of Bosnia's mountains and woodland. Nobody eats around here. It's impossible to find somewhere that's serving breakfast. Everywhere we pass, everyone's just having espressos and water. But fingers crossed this place on the corner is the one. Fingers crossed. Breakfast worked out alright in the end.
Huh?
That was a long, long drive, We've been driving for 3 hours and 27 minutes today, and we've just got to Kravica Waterfall. And we're not even sure if we've got a hike to get to it now. So, let's see. Honestly, what a day for this. It's absolutely beautiful, and very pleasantly surprised that it's only a 400-metre downward walk to get to the waterfall. So yeah, we can hear it. Happy days. And just like that, it felt like we were back in Bali or the Philippines. Kravica Waterfall is a magnificent natural wonder, well worth every minute of the drive. It was the furthest point in our journey, 25 miles south of Mostar. Eager for a swim and some food, we were delighted to find some restaurants serving huge portions nearby. One tip for swimming at Kravica: wear something on your feet. The water is shallow and rocky underfoot. I wish I had my water shoes, but I couldn't pass up the chance to take a dip on such a hot day. That was amazing. On to our next stop, which is the old abandoned sniper tower near to Mostar, which is about 50 minutes from here. So yeah, back on the road.
On the road again!
If Sarajevo feels like stepping back in time, then Mostar is like stepping into a medieval movie. Its blend of European and Islamic architecture makes it unique, with the iconic old bridge as its centrepiece. Explore both sides of the bridge and wander the narrow paths lined with souvenir shops and Bosnian restaurants, or like us, chill at one of the bars overlooking the river and the old bridge. The bridge has become famous for people jumping 20 metres from its highest point into the Neretva River. The guy didn't jump.
I think he was just doing a picture, so I think you should climb over and you should take a picture. Take off your shirt, pretend you're about to jump, and then I'll do a little, and then cut it.
We get to 10,000 likes on this video. I will fly back to Bosnia and jump off the bridge.
I'm going to send it to everyone I know.
You know, 10,000 people?
If I put this on TikTok, I can probably...
Yeah, it's like 10.
No. You said it now.
TikTok's too powerful.
No, you said it now.
I'm just talking about YouTube.
Yeah, but I'm going to direct people to YouTube to like it. Stuff.
And we've just arrived at our final stop of the day, just in time before sunset for Blagoj Tech. Absolutely stunning rock face with these houses running alongside it. Yeah, super scenic, and there's some nice restaurants down there, which I think we might grab something sweet afterwards as well. The weather has changed quite dramatically throughout today though, but just very glad that it was the sunny part of the day when we were at the waterfall. Top tip: view the Blagoj Tech from the other side of the river passing through one of the restaurants. Like us, you should get it all to yourself. We're back. It is
10:30.
10:30. We're back in Sarajevo. Good night.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. We found breakfast.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to our last day in Bosnia. We are on our way to the Yellow Fortress, which is a supposedly stunning and beautiful panoramic viewpoint of the entire city. And then later on today we're heading up to an area called Trebevic. So there's a cable car that takes you up to the mountains of that area, which is like beautiful woodland overlooking the city. So that's the plan for today. So here's the city, and then that mountainous area which I was talking about just a minute ago, I think is all the way up there. Oh yeah, don't know if you can see this. There's the cable car taking you up. Alright, here we go. It's about 12 o'clock, which is the earliest that this runs on a Monday. Normally it's 9 AM, but Monday it's 12, so we've just been chilling, but now we're ready to go. At £13 each, the cable car wasn't cheap, but definitely worth it. The journey from bottom to top takes just 7 minutes. Originally opened in 1959, the cable car was completely destroyed during the Bosnian War, and after being out of service for over 20 years, it reopened again in 2018, once again becoming the best way to travel between the old part of the city and the Trebevic mountains. So we learnt on the walking tour a couple of days ago that pretty much the highlight of Bosnia's history as a country is when they hosted the Winter Olympic Games. That's a big book. Winter Olympic Games in 1984. And if you come up to the mountains here, then there's an abandoned bobsled track, which is like across one of the major like hiking routes that you can do. I don't think we're going to go for one of the big boys today, but we'll go for a look at the bobsled track and then see how we feel afterwards. Only just clocking that we are on the abandoned bobsled.
Imagine going 90 miles per hour going it's actually quite scary, don't you think?
While the track remains mostly intact, there are small reminders that it was later used as an artillery position during the war. Though it's now mainly used by pedestrians and cyclists, we hear that the surrounding area is a great skiing destination in the winter months. After a quick chavapi, it was time to head home from another wonderful trip. We wouldn't be surprised if Sarajevo becomes a much more popular city break in the years to come, so we highly recommend adding it to your list. Thank you for watching our Bosnia vlog. If you haven't already, click that like button and subscribe, and we'll see you again with another video very soon. Goodbye.